turn. Okay, it's on the bottom of the line. You could turn the video off and mute yourself. And I want everybody welcome here to our first Biomedis International Conference. My name is Olga Jimanda, and thank you all for joining us. Today, we will be exploring the power of bioresonance and biomedis devices. And I want to ask you to all write in the chat, where are you from? Do you have the biomedis devices already? How long do you use it if you have them? And at the end, after our presentation, we will have time to answer your questions. Please put them all in the chat and prepare them for us. Okay, here with me is my partner in Spain, Marina Luis, and also our technical support specialist, Evelyn Vos. So here, three of us are greeting you here today. I want to, please, next slide. Next slide, Evelyn. Okay, I want to talk about the webinar outline, what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about Biomedis International Company history and presenters. We talk about the subject health versus disease. We talk about what is energy, resonance, bioresonance. Then, of course, we will talk about our Biomedis devices like Trinity, BioWatch, Breeze, BioSky, our services, testimonials, prices and packages deals, Biomedis membership, and also at the end, we will talk about some competition where you can win prize Biomedis Trinity. Next slide, please. All right. So Biomedis International Company, the first Biomedis company was established in 2008 in Russia, and the basis of the Research Institute of Integrated Energy Information Biotechnologies. And more than 10 years of research and development have helped to create effective and safe recovery technologies and devices. Since then, many physical and internet Biomedis stores were opened, and each stores have their own customer support. Our store is an internet store called biomedisinternational.com. Our company Biomedis International was founded by us, me, myself, Olga Giamanda, and Marina Luis in 2022. So we're about to celebrate our 1 year together. We met first with Marina in 2016 and our first Russian Biomedis conference in Greece. And since that, we are friends. And here 1 year ago, we combined our powers together with our mission to spread Biomedis devices internationally and worldwide, and educate and guide you people, our clients, about the correct usages. Now we have the stores already in Spain, USA, UK, Germany, Mexico, Brazil, Japan, and looking more for international partners and leaders. Next slide, please. All right, let me introduce myself. So I'm Olga Victoria, and my main profession, I'm a wellness and healing coach, also massage and energy therapist. I'm also in love with my Himalayan singing bowls therapies. I'm a Qigong instructor and Neurographica instructor. And and of course, I'm a Biomedis company consultant since 2016. Back in 2016, I was looking something to help me with my health. And one of my mentors back then, a Russian doctor, showed me this Biomedis devices. And when he told me that, my body intuitively jumped, and I said, yes, it was like my body intuitively felt that this is something amazing. So when I got my devices and I started using it already in 2 weeks, I had a very great effect. Back then I had like a very huge skin tuck on my hand, which was removed by the dermatologist twice, and it was all grow back, and they couldn't tell me the reason why this, happening. This is the device in 2 weeks doing the basic detox program that skin tag was gone forever, and now is already 8 years and never came back. So that in that time, I understood that I have something very precious in my hand, something very small but mighty. And now I want to give the words for my friend and my partner, Marina. And Marina, please share with us your story and your credentials. Next slide.
Hi everyone, I've done bioresonance for now over 10 years. Somebody one day gave me a scan, which I was very, very impressed, and I thought that it was very unique, very interesting, and definitely deserved more research and look into it. So I started doing my research for about a year. I went to different exhibitions and conferences, met with scientists, met with the doctors, and saw their clients. And I thought, when I came back to UK, I thought, wow, it actually does work. I looked at devices at first and I thought, my God, these people are, trying to make money. And I really didn't believe that it actually does the job, what it says. And only after trying it on myself, my family, my friends, I realized that I've got a lot of positive power in my hands, and I cannot keep quiet any longer because I have to share. When you share, you change people's lives, you change yourself, your own life, and I was very, very impressed with the results. So as you can see here, I was Biomedis company consultants in 2016. And we formed with Olga a year ago almost a company to help people to get more information, to get more support, and to have more confidence in using our devices. Holistic therapist, and also, yes, I've got a lot of children, you can see how many here, but I must say I don't even have a paracetamol in my cupboard. We only treat ourselves with Bioresonance devices. We have ever hardly been to the doctor, only when we require it, of course. Doctors are there, but device done all the job so far, and I'm really, really proud to say that. Next slide, please. Back to Olga.
Okay. All right, then let's go back to the main topic. What is health? And I can say that it's your wealth, and hopefully you all agree that without health, we cannot be fully happy, and we cannot fully function. A healthy individual is a person who is physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually balanced, meaning that we have a healthy body, mind, emotions, and relationship with ourselves, others, and universal forces. So when the body is healthy, it has a healthy self-regulation and self-healing techniques called homeostasis. And homeostasis help to adjust the body to original healthy state while adjusting to different external changes. Also in healthy body, we have a healthy metabolism, which is allow us to observe, to eat the food, absorb it very well, and also detox it, and not having an extra weight on us. That's called heavy metabolism. Heavy pH balance in blood. So pH is the indication of acidity and alkalinity in the body, being 0 is most acidic, and 14 is more alkaline, and 7 being neutral. Healthy blood has pH balance from 7.35 to 7.45. And if pH balance goes below the 7, and it's for a long time, it could be fatal for the body. It's also very intentional to have a healthy psycho-emotional state. When you are happy, you have positive thoughts, positive emotions. It's very healthy. And opposite, if we have negative emotions, it affects our body on the physical level. Next slide, please. So what is the disease? the disease is, from biological point of view, disease is deviation from the norm of natural physiological energy information exchange and organs or system. And what can reduce our health? Stress is number one factor. It's 98%. All diseases are related to the stress. During the stress, body release stress hormones like cortisols and adrenalines, and those hormones crystallize our body, make it thick, and then nothing flows really in our body, and the disease happens. Lack of exercise and shallow breathing also create very acidic body because pulmonary system is correlated to our pH balance. The more carbon dioxide we exhale, the faster body return to its homeostasis, to its normal pH balance. Bad foods, bad habits also have a load on our acidity. Trans food, fast food, a lot of meat and dairy, processed food, they all considered to be acidic, and they all can make our health go down. Actually, also infections. We all have infections. The body is actually like like an earth, have some living organism in us, and when the body immune system goes down, the infections start to grow, and the more infections we have in the bodies, like viral, fungal, bacterial, mold, parasites, the more body become acidic. Those infections live in us. They have their own metabolism, and a product of metabolism also stays in our body and form tumors. We also, living on Earth, have external toxins like earth pollution, radiation, electromagnetic smoke, industrial, agricultural, household chemicals, cosmetic, perfumes, drugs. They all considered to be toxic and not good for our health. Also, during the normal metabolism, everybody has internal metabolic toxins called metabolites and catabolites, which in healthy body, we detox them in a healthier way, but if its body has already compromised, those metabolism slows down. So next slide, please. So let's talk what is the energy, and energy is all around us and everywhere, and like Albert Einstein says, everything is an energy. Energy can be felt in the form of heat, light, sound, tingling, vibrations. Most people don't see the energy. Some people may see the aura, but most people don't see the energy. But energy can be measured with special devices, and the measurement. It's a measurements of the frequencies, and those frequencies measure in hertz. 1 hertz is a cycle of moving the cell in the orbit 1 time. For example, our Earth has the frequency of 7.83 hertz. That means that in 1 second, the energy moves around the globe 7.83 times. Interestingly enough, that our heart and our brain, when we are in an alpha state, and lightning, when it's a thunder and lightning, have also frequency of 7.83 hertz, or it's called the Schumann resonance. It's telling us that that we are very, very connected to the earth like humans, and we need the earth frequency, the Schumann wave, for us to stay healthy. They did the experience when the astronauts go to the space, they will become sicker because they don't have that connection to Earth. So now every time when they go to space, they have the frequency generated with the Schumann wave to keep those astronauts healthy while they're away from the Earth. Everything has the energy. Our planet has the energy, sun, moon, stars. Our body has energy, mind, our soul. Everything has an energy. And everything we do and everything has an energy compound in it. Next slide, please. Okay, so as I said before, that energy is not visible, but one of the researcher scientists in Japan in 1990s, his name is Masuro Emoto, he did a research. He took the water from the same source and split it the different bottles, and then he played to different bottles the words with the record player. And the words were like thank you, wisdom, or angel, or you fool, or you make. And then he froze that water in the refrigerator. And after the water froze, he was looking at under the microscope. And what he discovered that every bottle has a different geometrically crystallized molecules. And he took the pictures of those crystallized, and now you can see that the nice positive words like thank you, wisdom, truth, angel, I love you, peace have a beautiful crystal, a very synchronically created geometrically crystals. And the bad words like you make me sick, evil, you fool, create some deteriorated, not like even a Christmas, but a crystal, but like something, you know, very ugly looking things. You also can see these pictures that it was polluted water before the prayer, and you can see that polluted water after prayer got changed to a crystal. So what it shows, this research, that everything is affecting, you know, everything is energy, even our words, our feeling, our expressions in the positive or negative way can affect everybody's around us, because we are all contain water. More than 70% of us is the water. And if we are around people who have a negative effect of us, or if we are around some kind of bad news or loud music, it's all make our body sicker and sicker eventually. Next slide, please. Also in ancient healing arts in China and India, they already discovered the energies, and Chinese were talking about traveling the energy in our meridians to our organ and tissues. And the Ayurvedic Indian healing arts, they were talking about energy traveling through the nadis and chakras to our organs. So energy is a real thing. It exists, it's measurable, and sometimes we can even see it. The next slide, please. Another things I want to mention, that negative energy has a rotation to the left. So let's say that bad words, TV, 5G, internet, evil eye, that energy will turn to the left. It has a left speed. It's called left circular polarization or rotation. And all positive energies like good thoughts, good wish, something very healthy like nature around it, it all has a right circular rotation or clockwise. We will get to this later when we talk about the discussion, but I want you to understand that the spinning of the energy left is the negative and right is the positive. Next slide, please. Okay, so what is a resonance? A resonance means matching the frequency. All living and non-living things have their own resonant frequency or its unique sound. There is a famous experiment, and you can see that video on YouTube, when they took the champagne glass, a wine glass, and they make it sound, and then they record that sound, and then they played its own sound to the glass with through the, but just made it louder. And what happened, that the glass resonate with its own sound and break off. If we match these frequencies, the glass absorb this frequency and just simply bursts. And that is called the resonance. in the, like I'm a Himalayan singing bowl practitioner, if I take the same bowl, the same notes together, and I play just one bowl, then the bowl which I didn't play will also resonate with this bowl because they have the same frequencies, there's the same resonance. Next slide, please. What is bioresonance? So we talk about what is resonance. The bioresonance is all living organisms also have their own resonant frequency or unique sound. Each of us has a unique sound. When we our negative downhills, that we have one sound, we are more positive person, we have another sound. Every organs, every tissue, every parasites, every viruses in us has its own sound, and those sounds, as I mentioned before, can be measured. And if we can match the sound of those parasites, viruses, let's say, then we can burst them the same way like we burst the wine glass. And this one is called bioresonance. When we affect with the resonance, the living thing is called bioresonance. Let's next slide, please. So what is the bioresonance therapy? It is based on the suppression of pathological and restoration of physiological fluctuations and maintaining the relative synchronization of various wave processes that make up the physiological homeostasis of the body. So in a short words, in a nutshell, we could say that the bioresonance work to kill the pathological bodies and pathological molecules, and they restore the healthy ones at the same time. And a statistic shows that over 90% success of effectiveness of using bioresonance therapy. Comparing to drugs, let's say, drugs are less than 80% effective, and they also give all kinds of side effects when we take it. Next slide, please. One of the biggest head in the bioresonance medical scientists was Dr. Royal Raymond Rife, which was living in USA, in California, and had a big research in the 1930s. So what this man did, he created a big frequency generator and big huge microscope, which allowed to multiply the object by 60,000 times. So through his microscope, he could see even viruses, and viruses are the small organism in the body. So when he detected, he could see those frequencies, he could actually target them with his frequency generator. And he discovered that cancer patients have viruses, a carcinoma and sarcoma. And in 1934, he took 16 people in the fourth stage of cancer, terminally ill, who did already everything else, and they sent them to die to home. They took those 16 people, and for 3 months, he was treating them with his frequency generator. And 14 people after this therapy got completely well, completely healed. And another month later, another 2 people got also healthy. So what it says, he had a success, 100% success. He healed 16 people from the 4th stage cancer. That was one of the first frequency generator. Next slide, please. Another big figure in the bioresonance was a German doctor, Reinhard Wohl, and his research was about how the acupoints correlate to our health. He discovered the methods which allows us through the acupoints in our body, test our body and also affect them in a certain way. And Biomedis company also have a similar device like Trinity and Breeze, which also look like similar to devices of Dr. Royal Rife and Dr. Wohl. Next slide, please. So let's talk about our Biomedis devices now. What does Biomedis means? Biomedis stands for Biological, Medicinal, Intellectual Scanners. And Biomedis devices is a very simple and effective way to live a healthy and harmonious life. Biomedis devices can be used for health improvement, disease prevention, youth, personal development. So you don't have to be sick to use them. You could just use them to your personal growth. Today we talk about 4 our great devices, which is Biomedis Trinity, BioWatch, BioSky Crystal, and Breeze. And next slide, please. All Biomedis devices have a certificate of conformity in many of the countries, including USA, Canada, and Europe. That means they all had the test and went through those tests and have a European quality. Next slide, please. All right, so Biomedis Trinity device is very unique. There are many frequency generator in the market, but why Biomedis Trinity stands up? Because you have 4 technology in one device. I never approach anything like this. It has technology of bioresonance therapy. It has technology of structural resonance therapy, transcranial magnetic stimulation, and also psychosomatic pathology correction method. Next slide, please, and let's talk about each therapy. So what is the bioresonance therapy in the Trinity is the first 2 modes. The Biomedis Trinity has 4 modes, each mode for different technologies. And bioresonance therapy is presented by mode 1, when there's only 1 antenna work. It's a more gentle approach to the body, and it's when you're wearing Trinity on yourself. And mode 2, when the 3 emitters, 3 antennas goes through the device, and in this case, device is more effective, but it needs to be stay distantly from you. Purpose of the bioresonance therapy program is strengthening of your body function and system like musculoskeletal, nervous system, cardiovascular, respiratory, digestive, urinary, immune system, endocrine system, reproductive system. It also prevents premature aging, ensure infection safety, it fights all infections, and it helps the body to detox. Next slide. Another technology which is represented by Biomedis Trinity by mode 3 is called structural resonance therapy. What is the structural resonance therapy? Is a correlation of corrections of the basal rhythms, which are initial basic frequency in the body developed in the course of evolution. In a nutshell, it's something our body vibrates during the day. In the morning is one frequency, during the night is another frequency, and there is a rhythm in it. Night, morning, and we all have those circadian rhythm in us. And based on those, the Biomedis Trinity has one it's called Super Program 3. We only have one program which helps with everything. It's the most important program in Biomedis device called Super Program 3. And I want to read you what it does. This program is used as anti-inflammatory dystrophic processes of the various organs and tissue. An indication could be if your some disease is very unknown, we don't know why the person sick, when have abscesses, thrombophlebitis, lymphostasis, liver cirrhosis, varicose, internal organ, and basically everything. If you even have a cold, it is very recommended to have this program to help body to restore, because when you restore the basal rhythm, you restore your homeostasis, and the body has an intelligence to heal itself. Next slide, please. And another technology in our Trinity is one of my favorite, called transcranial magnetic stimulation, which is used on today's day in 17 countries and 10,000 and more healthcare facilities. And since 2008, transcranial magnetic stimulation was also approved method in USA, especially treating depressions. The effectiveness of transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy is confirmed by science and clinical researches, and there are more than 30 doctoral and more than 120 master published work exist on this subject. And next slide, please. So the mode 4, we have over like around 60 programs in mode 4. And just to name a few of them is like depression, anxiety, stress reduction, memory recovery, conscious dreaming, Schumann waves. All those frequencies are meant to be targeted our brain. So when you're using this mode 4, you need to put your device distantly towards your head. What it can be helped with? It can help you with the stress reduction and relaxation, memory improvement, learning capabilities, sleep normalization. It can use with the therapy for ADD, ADHD, attention deficit disorder. It can recover any activation, process activation, chronic pain reduction, physical working capacity, mood, well-being improvement, psychotraumatic situation correction, the dependency like alcohol or drug dependency, anxiety decrease, automatic nervous system support. In a nutshell, they recommend to use mode 4 the first thing before you do any other program, because our brain is number one to be corrected, because everything comes in materialized through brain. So if you use the Biomedis Trinity, please first put something in mode 4, let's say relaxation or chi activation. Then you can use the super program 3, which is a structural balancing of the basal organism. And then after that, you go to a bioresonance technology, and that will be the more effective way to use the Trinity. Next slide, please. Okay. Also, what is a very, very unique in our Biomedis Trinity is the scanning technology. This method was implemented with the Biomedis company for the first time. And it's a very unique technology of scanning, which allows to take all these methods and all these healings on a new, completely different level and achieving better results. When the complex, when you're using the complex and the modes 2, 3, and 4, Trinity can scan the body and then identify the resonant absorption frequency. As I said before, we all have our own frequency, all resonance. So when we scan our body with the Trinity, it reads our energy, our waves, and adjust the frequency in the Trinity individually to better absorb our body. Our body's frequency constantly change during the day, and Trinity, when you're using it, is also adjusting those waves or carrying waves as well as our body change. Due to this, the corrective frequency penetrates the body without hindrance and more efficiently. So next slide, please. Okay, so when you buy devices from our company, it comes with the 252 complexes. Trinity can hold only 255, so we put 252 complexes, and we have space for 3 more complexes in case you need to create your individual complexes based on your questionnaires and disease history, health history. We can preload Biomedis device with complexes in 9 different languages like Russian, English, Spanish, German, Italian, French, Romanian, Lithuanian, and Greek. And we are currently working on Japanese language. So if you have some international friends, that would be maybe interested for them. Besides 252 basic complexes, we also collected many other complexes through the whole time we work here. And now in our library, we have over 600 complexes available in those categories like addictions, allergies, anti-age, arthritis, atherosclerosis, autistic kids, autoimmune diseases, complexes for babies, complexes like for infections, bacterial, fungals, for blood pressure. We have frequencies for cancer, cardiovascular diseases, complexes created specifically for children, cold, flu, coronavirus, detox, cold, dental, diabetes, digestions. We have driver support, ear, endocrine, energy, eyes, geriatric complexes, immune system support, lymph. We have complexes for men and women, complexes to relieve your headaches. We also have very interesting complexes like money magnets and some esoteric like energy, like clairvoyance or your intuition complexes. We have complexes for musculoskeletal system, nervous system. We have over 50 complexes for our dear pets, complexes with psychological problem, respiratory, self-development, skin, nails, hair, sleep and sports, sexual transmitted diseases, student, throat, thyroid, trauma recovery, travel, urinary, weight loss, and so on. So if you're looking for some specific complexes, let us know, and we look if we have it in our library. We do sell those complexes for $1 a piece just for the energy exchange, but we are collecting them and translating them for over 8 years, and most of the time we paid for them ourselves. Next slide, please. Another Biomedis device, or I would say just is a BioSky photonic crystals. And we have 6 of different color crystals. And what is this? It's, I'll show you. It's like small, like card metal alloy, which has a certain pattern in there, swirl drills, which helps the energy start, all the energy which comes to you start to turn to the right or clockwise. Remember, I told you that the negative energy turned to the left and positive turned to the right. So when you have this crystal on your body, then all energy around you, like negative energy from people, evil eyes, negative energy from our electromagnetic smoke like TV, internet, it charged and transformed through this card and become a right circular rotation and gives us extra energy and boost. If you have just one crystal on you, what you can do, what you can use it is the protection from electromagnetic smoke, neutralizing all negative energy. You can also charge your water and food on this crystal by putting your food for like 30 minutes. So the food molecules and water molecule will start turn to the right, and it will become more efficient, better for you. You can also charge your vitamins, supplements, and even your drugs. There was a studies also in America. They were using left circular rotation drugs and right circular rotation drugs, and the right circular rotation drugs were more efficient for the body than the left circular rotation. So also these crystals can restore your aura, and it also can be used together with Biomedis Trinity. The Biomedis Trinity frequency goes straight. It's called linear vibration, so just straight. And if we put this crystal in front of the Trinity, the all frequency gonna start turn to the right, and they will make all your complexes and programs more efficient. Next slide. When you have two crystals, then you can do a meridian therapy. Each color of the meridian balancing a specific meridian and specific organ. Let's say that red one is good for triple warmer pericardium, purple is small intestine and heart, blue is for kidney and urinary system, green is for liver and gallbladder, yellow is for stomach, spleen, and pancreas, and white one for your lungs and large intestine. So you can pick what color, what organ you need to boost. That's what you pick the color, and you need two of the same color to boost that meridians. How you balance them, you put one crystal in one hand and another one under your feet for 5 minutes. Then you can put one under your neck and another one under your coccyx and lie down for 5 minutes. And that's way you can just balance entirely all your body. As a massage therapist, I also use all of those 12 crystals in my session, like an individual session, when I put those crystals on meridians and organs for 10 and 5 minutes. And as you see in the on the right side, you can see the screen of the breeze test and another similar computer test. It is before and after using crystals. So before as you can see, the aura was shrink, and after 15 minutes of using the BioSky crystals, the energy and aura was expanded. Next slide, please. And here's another device BioWatch, and from here I will give this word to Marina, and Marina will continue on. Thank you everyone for listening. I will be back with to answer your questions. Marina.
Okay, so BioWatch used to be called Activate or BioPhone, is great for kids, pets, athletes, money magnet. The only 3 programs can fit in the device itself, and it's very tiny. You can see on the cat. The cat is quite big actually. Maine Coon. It's light for animals. You can, for example, put 3 programs in there, like anti-parasite, anti-allergies, anti-bacterial or viral. So the pets can be always helped to keep healthy. If they pick up any bacteria, you can press the button, which is responsible, red, blue, green. You can press the button accordingly, and the frequencies will start going into animal to destroy all the pathogenic factors which invaded it. Okay, so the impact of the body occurs through a network of blood vessels and delivered through the pulse and biologically active points through the surface of the skin. And next slide, please. So we do have some other devices which we will talk today, and some more devices we'll talk in our future correspondence webinars with you. So today we will talk about Breeze, which is a basic scanner, and it helps us in just a couple of minutes to find out everything what's going on in our body. Next slide, please. I'll give you an example now. What does it show? So all main systems, basic systems in our body are like circular, bronchopulmonary, digestive, urogenital, endocrine, immune, organs of head, articulations, and lymphatic system. It will show us the percentage. The higher percentage, the more violations going on in the body or in that particular organ or system. It shows the allergies, it shows the exhaustion, general state, and also balance or unbalance levels in our body. If it's too much alkaline or too much acidity. So we need to make sure that after treatment, our body is well balanced and in the best position to receive the healing. Next slide, please. Evelyn. Next slide. Thank you. So it also shows performance of each organ. It shows us things that we need to work on. We always look at the worst performance organ on the weak links, so-called, in the body, and we help to balance it out to a point where the immune system starts doing the healing itself. So all we're doing is helping with our frequencies to get our body as much as possible back to normal. The rest healing comes from, obviously, immune system as the main healer. All we are doing is to putting our body in the best performance and best condition to receive this healing. Next slide. So on the first page, as you saw, there were all systems broken down, the more violation, the higher percentage. On the second page, it would be showing our microflora, which is very, very important. It's what lives inside us. Everyone's got their own different microflora. Only 4% of the whole population on Earth are totally healthy. Most of us have got our own microflora, which we get during our lifestyle, during our life journey. Some of us got more bacteria or viruses or parasites or funguses. So in this case, particular gentleman, he had a high percentage of staphylococcus and streptococcus, different types, and parasites and so on, as you can see on this slide. And he actually had a condition of apnea. When the person goes to sleep, the oxygen stopped coming into his head, and he was put in the hospital for overnight observation. And at the time when he stopped receiving oxygen to his brain, the special machine was pumping it out. In the morning, he was offered to have operation for either his nose operation or his glands take out, so that the airwave is much more freer to go through and deliver oxygen to the head. And you can see also damaged organs here and probabilistic diagnostics, because the scanner is very sensitive, so it will pick up some illnesses which are not there yet being felt. However, some of them, most of them will come through in a month, in few months or weeks or a year ahead, if nothing will be done, because all of this above microflora, living organisms, they produce their toxins, and they obviously produce that the toxins will be affecting our body from inside. Can I have next slide, please? And this is after the treatment. You can see the same page where a lot of bacteria, viruses, parasites has gone. They've been gently removed. They've been broken down and removed by body lymphatic system. Next slide. Okay, so in red, when you see it's in the beginning of scan, red is hyperfunction, which is overworking organs for whatever reason to create the balance, or infection, inflamed organs, and the blue is hyperfunction, where organs chronically underworking. So there is not enough vibration in the organs. For example, if you have a parasite sitting in your liver is not going to be functioning 100% because it's getting robbed of oxygen, of vitamins, nutrition, and so on. And other organs will step in order to create this amazing balance within our body. So what device will do, device will remove parasite from that organ and make organ beat at the same healthy vibration speed as it's supposed to be. And the green is a norm. So if you go next slide, please. So here it's quite little letters, but in general, it breaks down each system and various organs. In the digestive system, for example, you can see big violations in liver, in pancreas, and stomach, and so on. And in each system, you can see biggest, most difficult problems. And in circular system, you can see cerebral circulation on the right and left are very, very sluggish. So that's why he was offered operation in order to get the circulation going. So you see in the green system, very significant violations in immune system, organs of head, and so on. Next slide, please. So that's basically the everything has changed, has been tremendously changed after the treatment. You can see the spine on the left before the treatment, osteoporosis. So obviously he, after using the device, the second scan was done 6 weeks later. How much green has appeared? So of course he can still do the treatment because it's only 6 weeks, but you can see already significant change. And some things device cannot do, like manual therapy, for example, manual manipulation. So this is when we send people to see chiropractors or osteopaths, because together, and obviously have massages, so together as a complex we can do significant change for the body. And on the right side you can see already how much green has appeared just from using device and seeing osteopath as well. Next slide, please. The aura has changed as well. It's almost perfect after 6 weeks. The changes was huge. It was 85–90% improvement, which is an amazing encouragement results. If on the first on the left aura, it was all ripped off, lack of energy in so many organs, lack of performance of organs. On the right side, it's almost straight. So a little bit more effort and it could be perfection, which is amazing. So that means the body responds very well with natural frequencies. Next slide, please. The chakras, you can see on the left, there's 3 chakras which completely closed almost. That means that in those areas, the organs do not receive enough oxygen, nutrients, blood circulation, and so on. And if it goes for a very long time, the organs in that area will slowly deprive of their natural frequencies. If you imagine that our blood is like a river inside us, and if you imagine a lot of different obstacles in that river, like tree falling down or stones, the river will still flow, the blood will still flow. However, the organs in that area will be constantly deprived of essential nutrients, and of course they will be declining the activity in due time. And you can see on the right side, all chakras almost opened, at least evened out. So it's much, much better, the way the person feels. And that's due to opening up chakras, opening up auras, and energy getting back to normal. Next slide, please. So what Breeze allows is basically is defining of the functional state of organs and system related to biologically active points and zones, defining of the etiological factors. So we go look into the roots, why we have nose blocked, why we have pain in sciatica, why we have hands shaking. So we look into the cause, we look at the roots. Diagnostic of the aura, energy field, spine, individual selection of medicine, biologically active additives, homeopathics, homotoxicological medicine. We can also test allergens, food, cosmetics, etc. And monitoring the effectiveness of any therapy, and monitoring the dynamics of the client's conditions. Next slide, please. So what we have decided to do is to offer our clients membership, and clients who are not our clients, so we call outsider, who did not buy devices from us or any products. We would like to help them to get to know more Trinity and other devices. We would like to offer them a lot of information, access to our webinars, and you will see it in a minute how we broke it down. So we want to help as many people as possible, to give them confidence to use devices, to be able to answer their questions. If you go to next slide, please, Evelyn, we can show Oh, there's another testimony before and after treatment.
No, Evelyn, can you go back to the slides? It was a. Can I add to it?
Yeah, please, of course.
Yes. This is about Biomedis International services we provide for our clients and our members. We can create you customize Trinity or BioWatch complexes. You can download the questionnaire on our website, and then our doctors and our company can create you a specific complex based on your needs. We also have, as I mentioned before, over 600 complexes in our library. And if you want, you don't have to do 252 basic complexes. You can ask us for customized list. So you pick what complexes you want to be on your Trinity. Let us know. It costs $1 per complex, and we upload those complexes to your device before we send them to them. Another service we provide is the computer breath test. Marina was just talking about this breath test. So we have offices in Spain and here in Florida, in Miami, where we can do this procedure. You can come and we can test you and create an individual complex and see and we can see like what happening with your body. Another service, we have a great repair service. We have 1 year free warranty on devices. If you have become our member, the golden member, you have 2 years of warranty, and also for additional $150, you can have a 5-year warranty. So if you want your device be covered, if you dropped it, if you battery needs to change, you can extend your warranty period. And then next slide, Marina.
So next slide is showing us, it's actually one of my clients who had dermatitis. She was put on steroid cream, and she didn't just have hands, she had her face as well, all red and cracks on the skin. She had her scalp, hair was falling out. And she came to me and said, Marina, I heard about Bioresonance. I really hope you can help, because I cannot get cured and I've been suffering it for a long time. So we put the treatment for her, and that's a week later. You can see how finally her hands start getting healed, which was an amazing testimony because she'd been suffering for a long time. Can we have next slide? So the next slide is actually a finger of my own child who was 6 years old, who came one day from school, showed me his finger, first finger on the left, and said that, it was very all inflamed, all red, and he was crying that it was hurting. So of course, first thing I did is I took him to the doctor, and the doctor confirmed it was a virus. And she did offer a cream to put every day for whole year, but she did say that we cannot guarantee results because it's a virus. It could go away, could not, but at least this is what I should try. So I came back to my scientist and said, look, just been to the doctor, the child is really upset. 1 year, it's quite a long time. Is there anything that you can offer me, because I just bought device? And the result was amazing. The result was the next, my scientist said, take a picture. So this is what I wouldn't have done it if he didn't tell me. And he said, take a picture and see what will happen. 15 minutes treatment a day, charge water, which I did. And the second picture, you can see how quickly the virus is gone over 1 day. I was so amazed that I thought that my vision's gone off. So I went to get my glasses because I could not believe the result. 3 days later, it's all gone. Next slide, please. So I was realizing how effective it was for me. This is another slide where it's actually Olga's client who had a cut, and he couldn't make it to the hospital to get stitches. And this is how quickly it got, 3 days, 4 days with Trinity device?
No, he didn't have stitches. He couldn't go to the hospital.
That's what I said.
The wound which healed with trauma, the wound healing. I created a complex wound healing, and it was healed in 4 days, just like that you see in the pictures.
Next slide, please. Olga, do you want to tell about your customer?
Yes,
this
is a very good testimonials from of our clients about pets, and a lot of people say that pets, they cannot pretend if it helps or not, and so it's interesting to read. Let's talk about cat Jojo. Hi Olga, thanks for checking about Jojo. She is good. As I shared previously, before getting the Activate, which is BioWatch, the same thing device, the vet claimed that X-rays showed her leg bone wasn't healing as fast as it should. Also, visually, I could see that her surgical incision was taking longer to close up. Once I started using Activate or BioWatch device on her leg, her surgical incision closed up and finished healing within 36 hours. I could also tell that Jojo was in a lot bad mood. I guess the device helped relieve the pain. And he also mentioned that another great benefit that cat got is she got rid of the feline yeast infection, which she was suffering for years. It was her chronic bacterial infection in the body. So it was also resolved with the Trinity device, with the Activate or BioWatch device in the short period of time. And next slide, we'll be talking about the dog testimonials. Can I see that? Dog Sasha. So her mother of this dog said that I want to let you know that my husband and I are loving our Trinity. We're seeing some amazing results, even on our dogs. I think that the most convenient part, especially when telling others about it, as I'm sure you're well aware that there is such a placebo effect. And of course, the animals don't understand that placebo, right? While this is definitely possible with the humans, you cannot fool a dog. They don't know any better. My German Shepherd, Sasha, had surgery on her knee just under a year ago. She still suffers with inflammation after a long walk or hard play. Shortly after receiving the Trinity, I noticed that she was favoring her leg, and she just seemed uncomfortable, flopping down on the floor, not using her leg to slowly lay down, and difficulty getting up. Her eyes were also distraught. I gave her some glucosamine and selected pet wellness program on the Trinity. I looped it around in her collar. She seems a bit apprehensive, but I got her be still and we went to the bed. The next morning, she was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She was no longer favoriting her leg and was in such a much better spirit, and that is amazing. It's just in one day, the dog from the chronic inflammation suffering become healthy. So that's testimonials we wanted to share. And the next slide, we will talk about price versus values. As you know, that the regular price and device jumped recently, and now the regular price is $790. But think about if you, for example, have 3 people in your family, and the average lifespan of the device about 5 years. So if you take 790 divided by 3 people, by 5 years, by 365 days, it will come only for the 40 cents a day. So you're paying only 40 cents a day for each person to be healthy. How much cost, the pharmaceutical drugs or visit to a doctor? It does cost much more. So it's a very small but mighty device, and the price compared to a value, I would say, could have cost $1 million, right? Is it worth to have it in your family? That's the question. And next slide. So for Marina, do you want to talk about this? Yeah, package deals.
Yeah,
we have different package deals. So you can get devices even cheaper if you buy them in a bigger quantity, like a wholesale prices. Marina, take over, please.
So get all your neighborhood, for example, put money together to get devices, start sharing testimonies, start bugging us to get the right programs for you, any questions that you might come up with, and any testimonies would be really great to share. So we've got here carefully selected prices for you, Trinity devices wholesale option. You can see it from, got lots of zeros here. But you're saving a lot of money, as you can see. Olga did very carefully all the calculations, and you can look. We will send you the slides, and obviously you'll have recording as well. Look at it
you
in
can
more
buy
detail.
3, 5, 10, 20 devices, and the more you buy, the more you save. When we also have the option of buying Trinity and Activate, you know, it would be great for a family. You can also buy Breeze and Trinity. You can also save, and savings are pretty big. Let's say if you buy, if you're on a health provider somewhere and you want those to sell it in your stores, you can buy 20 Trinity and save $3,800. And the shipping is also combined, and so you also save in the shipping. Okay, next
we try
slide.
to make it as approachable as possible, affordable as well. What's the next slide, please, about? Okay, so now we have created membership for you. Number one, basic membership, which is free, available only for Biomedis international clients. So you will get 1 year warranty on device from Biomedis International Store, personal email sent to your emails with all training materials, and 1 free phone WhatsApp consultation with either Olga or me. And we will be happy to help you, whatever questions you've got, whatever consultation you need, to guide you, to direct you, and of course, to make sure that you do get result. Next, please. So here we've got silver membership. What does it include? It includes monthly payments of $5 per month. Paid in full is $50 per year, save $10. Pricing silver membership for outside clients, so clients who did not buy any devices from us, we make it monthly payment of $25 per month and paid in full $250 per year. So obviously it's better to be our client and get monthly payments of $5 per month. However, you've got a choice here. And silver membership will include access to the private community.
Biomedis community on Facebook, Instagram, where we can share the latest news and tips, and where we will be exchanging the experience with other membership. It also includes the live bi-weekly question and answer sessions. We're going to start having every 2 weeks. We're going to have sessions where if you are a silver membership, you can attend and ask any questions. We also have access to all the masterclass and webinars from so on. So, you know, the practice shows that there are many people who bought devices somewhere else, and those stores don't have a very strong customer service. So very often people calling us and they want us to help them, but because they didn't buy it for us, you know, it's just very hard to work with everyone, with the whole world. So we send them back to their stores for the customer support, and they said that those stores don't answer them. That's for this reason we created this membership, so people can, if they outsiders, pay for membership and also can have the consultation with us. If you want to save on the membership, the best way is just to get devices from us, at least one, and then you become our Biomedis International client, and you have a monthly payment, which is only $5 a month, which is just will support our time with you.
And we have
and we have also a golden membership. Next slide, please. Which gives you more benefits. You will have, besides what you have, you know, community, private community in Facebook, bi-weekly sessions with questions, access to webinars. You're also going to have additional benefits of unlimited phone call with us. You can call us anytime, spend as much time. We can train you. We can give you consultations. Anything you want, we can train you on the software. You can, and also you will have the access to all of our complexes. If you pay the golden membership fully, you will also have another benefit as the 2 years warranty on your device. And as you can see that the price is also different for the Biomedis international clients and outsiders. So you can stay outsiders and pay more price, or you could just get the device from us and pay less and have all of those benefits and consultation and supports you need. Okay, and the next slide. And the next slide is the best slide. And attention, please. And we have the testimonial competition here coming. And the reason we doing it, that we want to collect the testimonials for people so we can share with the world, with the humanity, about this amazing devices and positive results, so everybody on the planet can get healed. And you are the one who can help us. So if you will send us your testimonials, which can be 1 to 3 minute video taken with your phone, or you can just write it and type it down, 50+ testimonials words to our email, biomedisinternational@gmail.com. All those entries will have one gift, which is a Biomedis test. It's a small card which allows you to test the Trinity. For example, you drop it, and if you're not sure if it's working or not, you will have that little Biomedis test when you can put it in the back of the device and see if it's in a working condition. So everybody who return us any testimonials will receive it as a gift. And besides that, we will be placing all that, our written and video testimonials, on our social media and YouTube. And the person who will collect the most likes, they will win the prize, Biomedis Trinity. We will count the words on December 23. So you have 2 months to turn in your testimonials and participate in such an amazing competition where you can win the prize right on time for the holidays. Okay, and
You're done here, no?
last slide. The last slide. The last slide as well. We very much thank you all for coming today, and it's a time to place the questions in the chat. It's also the time if you wanna, have a specific suggestions for us. What would you like to hear in the future? If you didn't come out anything with your questions today, you can always write on our email about your information, question, and suggestion on our biomedisinternational@gmail.com. So it's time for the questions. Evelyn, would you please read us some?
Yes, hello. I see one question in the chat so far, and it is from Liv Rigmore. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This person says, I have a Trinity Pro with only 2 modes. I also have a Trinity with 4 modes. What are the differences?
Yeah, I can answer this question. The Trinity Pro was branded Trinity original devices, branded by Biomedis Global. What intentionally I think they did is they just simplify that device, and they remove 2 of the modes from that Trinity, which is actually made it not a Pro, but like a more basic device. So unfortunately, you are missing their super program 3, which is very important technology to have for the healing. And another thing is what you're missing, they remove the PC connection in the settings, so you cannot upload anything else in your device. If whatever you receive in your Trinity Pro, is that what you stuck for life? Unfortunately, we cannot upgrade your device. That was another good really decision, but that was made maybe because they want to make it more simpler. And that's the difference between Trinity and Trinity Pro. Okay, next question.
Okay, can the test be
there's
done remotely, or do we have to come to an office? The The scanner does not test remotely, unfortunately, but you can either get your own scanner and download it in your computer, the program, and will help you to do the test, or you can come to the office, yes.
You can come to the office, or there are many other tests. If you have already something, you can test your body and send us the result. And the reason to do it that we can create you individual complexes. The breeze is just the breeze, I would say, the most affordable in the market device to have, and it gives you like 80% of the accuracy. If you go to the doctor to do a blood test or urine test, it actually less accurate than the breeze. It will the breeze, it's a computer reading the frequency in the body and gives you in the information of what you have. Sometimes the blood and urine tests are not going to show that all the parasites.
Another question that I can see, how do I add, oh, no, sorry. What's the best complex to select for skin condition like eczema? Do we have complex for eczema, Olga? Or we have?
Yes. Well, where did you buy your device? How many complexes you have in your device? Because every company has different set of complexes. You may have 210 complexes, and I don't know how, what you have in there. But from us, yes, what skin condition? We need to see the roots. Is it eczema? Is it psoriasis? It's like a wound, a cut, or scar? What skin condition?
Oh, eczema normally is an itchy skin, isn't it? So we would put the program for eczema or dry skin. That would be another
allergy. It depends. We need to see what is the reason of your skin condition. The skin can show, can be inflamed from parasite. It can be inflamed from fungi. It could be inflamed from viruses. There are different reasons.
Dairy products. Somebody is not digesting well.
Allergies. Very often, it's a parasite's invasion. The skin shows it. It's like a face that shows it all.
Spits it out,
so
yeah.
I would suggest you to do a basic detox, first of all. When people just got the Trinity and never had the bioresonance before, the best is to start with the program anti-stress and basic day and night detox to just remove and help your body to start to eliminate all the toxins out of the body properly, to boost all your filters in the body like kidneys, liver, lungs. They need to be clean in order to step further in your healing and then work on your parasites, viruses, and so on. So if you healing your skin, start with the basic detoxes first. And then you can add to it maybe psoriasis if you have. We have those, complexes, or eczema and so on. Very blotchy eczema. Yeah, we have complex for eczema.
Somebody is asking, is there a location in CA near Ventura?
Where in Aventura?
Is CA near Ventura?
California.
They may have some other stores have some location. We don't. We have in different countries, our locations, but in America, it's only here in Florida.
There's a question about technology compatible with Apple computers. We work with Windows. So if you have an Apple computer, you can download Windows program, and then you can download or install Breeze. We can help you.
Yeah, that will be a little complicated. You may need our help to do it. It's better to have Windows though, but the software for Trinity, yes, it's compatible with Apple as well, and it works pretty fine.
Okay. Is the other question about which program to use for neck pain and other issues, more details, explanation?
I see that demodicosis would work for skin. Well, if the reason of your skin inflammation is the mite, which is demodicosis, then yes. And if there isn't, if not that mite, then maybe not. Dermatitis is a certain skin condition, or it could be on your lashes or anywhere, and it creates it from the mite. Mite you can get from your pets, let's say. So it depends.
There's a question about neck pain.
Neck pain. Well, neck pain could be also from different reasons. It could be from the posture, it could be from the stress, it could be if you sit near the AC and it just blows on you all day and you were sweaty. Yeah, we do have complexes for neck pain, but if it's a chronic neck pain, then you need to see, do certain exercises, watch your posture. It's, our Biomedis devices, they help you to release the conditions, but you also need to change your lifestyle if something is chronic.
To improve blood circulation. And it's also sometimes advisable to go and see chiropractor, osteopath, so he can check your neck. And then we can sustain it with device.
Yeah, I'm using neck pain and back pain not that often, but I use it in my 8 years I'm with Biomedis many times. And most of the times it does help me. Just if you have a specific pain in the body, you can put the Trinity right directly where it hurts. Put in mode 1, let's say, and put it on your neck when you sleep, and then it will be direct therapy to that area.
Make sure you have comfortable pillow as well, and you can put device under the pillow. I had some clients who had sciatica and they went to sleep. They put device under the pillow. In the morning they woke up, there was no pain whatsoever, all gone. So try different things, and obviously get in touch with us once you become our member. There's another
There's one question you overlooked, I think, and it's from Gina. She asks, how do I add different modes or find out what the modes do?
The Trinity, the original Trinity, not Trinity Pro, the original Trinity has 4 modes. Mode 1 and 2 is the modes when you use bioresonance therapy. Mode 1 when you want to wear it on your body. Mode 2 when you want to put it distantly. As I said before, mode 1 is more gently, mode 2 is more stronger. Okay, so mode 3 is for another technology with a structurizing your basal rhythm, and you pick that mode when you want to use that program in mode 3, super program 3. And then the mode 4, we have 60 complexes in mode 4. Those are for your brain. It's alpha, beta, theta based therapies, frequencies. And in this case, you need to put the device distantly towards your head. Okay, so that's the modes.
What's the difference between Neogen and Trinity?
Neogen, the Neogen just came out recently. I bought my Neogen on August 1st, and only yesterday I received, or 2 days ago, I received that small device. Tell you the truth, there is not much information about it yet, and I didn't discover what is the difference yet. I listened in Russian the presentation, and I still have a lot of questions. This morning I was talking with the Biomedis doctor, and she also said that she doesn't know much yet about how you use it, how
it's still
you
in a trial, isn't it? It's still in a trial. Once we know it's good, we will get it into our store as well.
Right now, we don't sell this device because it's only by pre-ordered. It's only limited devices trial. I remember when the Trinity was trial like 8 years ago, they had some issues. They all had to be sent for repairs. So I don't know if Neogen is going to be, this way, if something needs to be corrected. There are not much information yet of how to use it. The only thing what doctor said this morning, that please, if you have the Neogen, start using it like for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or, in a short period of time and grow, because there was already cases when people put it for a long time and they had negative effect or healing crisis, and you don't want this happen. We don't sell this device in Biomedis International yet. In the future, maybe we will, but right now we can't really answer that question strongly. What is the difference? My understanding, it's like kind of like biofeedback, that when the device is reading your own frequency and then send that frequency to you, kind of work like homeopathic. And another mode is like when you say your words and that record that words and then it sends to you as well. So it's like kind of audio feedback under you. But I apologize, I don't know much about it yet. I only have it in my hands for 2 days and I'm exploring it myself at this moment. What other
Thanks,
questions?
guys, for great questions. I think we answered enough for today.
Programs for pets. If you buy devices from our store, we have 3 pets program for detox, for well-being, for conditioning the skin. We have 3 complexes. If you that's the most we can feed. Those are like basic complexes. But if your pet has a certain condition, we have over 50 complexes for pets. You cannot download them. You can buy it from us. It's only $1 per complex. It's available for our members and clients. We'll send that complexes to you, and then we can teach you or help you to download it to your Trinity. If you are not good with the computer, you can also send us your Trinity device and we upload those complexes for you. But they, they are not like freely, you can download it from somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. That's enough for first time, or more questions?
As a member, I bought it from you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, I think if you buy it from us, you don't have to be worried. We cover you, we help you to discover it. And if something breaks, we have customer service. You send it to us to repair. 1 year's free warranty. Membership has 2 years warranty. You can buy it for 5 years warranty, and then we will take care about that. And if you are outsiders, you bought it somewhere else, you may be considered to become our client or at least a member, and also join us and have all your question answered, because those devices, Biomedis devices, they do need education. You cannot just buy it somewhere on eBay or somewhere from the hands and just start using it. You need to know how to use it, because if you don't use it correctly, you actually can make your condition worse. You got to know how to use it. Do we have any more questions?
I think we're done.
I don't see.
No?
No, I think that's it for the questions. I think you answered all of them. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, to join us. If you will have more questions, please send it to our email. We are waiting very much for all your testimonials. It will help us and it will help the world to understand how those devices work. And stay tuned. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have question answer sessions. We're gonna make them periodically every 2 weeks. 1 week will be with me, 1 week will be with Marina. So stay tuned and join us. And if you have any more questions, yeah, bring it to us. You can also write to us, what would you like more to know, to hear, and we create the webinar specifically for your needs. We're also planning the big conference in the future in America, in Spain, and in UK. It's all in the plan. We are here to support you. Okay?
Lovely. Oh, it's a nice compliment.
Thank you for the compliment.
25 years old.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
well
yeah.
done.
Well, I'm a
Must be a man
grandma.
to give a compliment like that.
So that compliment I'll take. Thank you.
Okay, well done.
Thank you very much. If there is no more questions, then goodbye and have a great day and take care. Be well.
Thank you.
Be healthy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.